Alright, so welcome back everybody. Got another episode here today to talk about Wolfenstein Youngblood. So apparently it's been coming out as a game, download only, with a case, with a code inside. First of all, I don't have a problem with that so much, so I do love physical games. I want my games to be all physical as much as possible, as often as possible. But the thing that actually really irks me is like GameStop kind of doesn't tell you that the game is digital only, code inside the box. Like you had to scroll down all the way to the bottom of the page to see after the screenshots that does not include a game cartridge, download only. That's the big thing that bothers me. You know, if you're going to make a game that's download only, the case should tell you, like in big bold letters, game not included. I shouldn't have to wonder, especially on websites. That's my biggest issue. Now, let's talk about why I'm okay with games not being included in a physical case with a digital code. Basically, here's how I look at it. If the company has no plans of going physical anyways, and they're only going to do digital, then if it's for the same price, I get a physical case, then I'm okay with it because they weren't going to go physically anyways. And the reason why is I like seeing my games on a shelf, and that's what inspires me to play some of the games. I'll look over and be like, oh yeah, I remember that game. I want to play that. Now, if I had all these games on a digital only store, I probably would never notice the games that I own. Like, I have Steam, and I could probably only name 5 or 6 of the games I absolutely, for certain, know I have on my computer out of, I think maybe 50 or 60 games I own on the Steam library. And I have no reason just to randomly open up my Steam library and see what games I have. Just imagine if I had 1,000 games on that library. Would I scroll through all of them? No. So for me, what I do is some of my favorite PC games, I actually make fake cases. They're over there. But I actually make fake cases for those games. So that way, my favorite ones, I have a way to look at them. It's kind of like, I look at it like this. There's Netflix, right? I hate scrolling through Netflix to find a show to watch. There's so many shows to watch. But you know what? I never hated walking through Blockbuster and seeing a movie and picking it out. It's just something about being able to just walk around and look with my eyes and browse, because that's what I'm into, to find it. It may not be the great, comparison, but I feel like with my game room, my favorite games, or games that I own, I can see at all times and be like, oh yeah, I want to play that one. Where with the digital library, I wouldn't want to search through 1,000 games and be like, alright, which one haven't I played in a while? Where I get more of a sense of like, ooh, I remember that. I want to play that one. I haven't played that in a while. Or I wish I haven't played that in a while. So it's like, I'm okay with it. If they're not going to do the digital, if they're only going to do digital, and you're going to sell me a case, okay, I like it. Because if it's a game I really like, I would prefer to have the case with it. Now, if it's a game that I don't really care and it's digital only, and I'm just going to try it out, okay, I'll download it digitally. And if I like it a lot, and they don't have a case for it, I'll make a case and put it on my shelf. That way it can go with my collection. What I would prefer them to do on top of that is if they really, really just don't want to spend the money on the cartridge, or they don't really want to spend the money on the cartridge or raise the price of the game, then how much would it cost them to put it on the smallest cartridge there is? Because at least that way I have the game, and maybe the game allows me to access it to download it At least that way, if I lose the code, or my system gets stolen, or something goes wrong with my account, I can't get the game anymore, at least the cartridge, download it, or I can let a friend borrow it. And I think that's why they want to go with download codes, is they don't want you to let people borrow the games. They want everybody to buy the game as much as possible. I get it. They need to make money. But they should give us the option. I think, as a company, they should be like, alright, the game is $30, box only, digital download, there it is. We'll open up pre-orders, kind of like limited runs, for people that really want the game, to pre-order physical editions, and make a little bit extra to still sell online in case people never got around to the game. I think that is good PR for the company. It may not make them quite as much money, but if they charge more for the game pre-ordered, and people are buying it, then they're making the same game, the same amount of money. Because people are paying more for it to take over the cost of producing it. More game companies should do that. It's kind of like, the game company should be like limited runs or super rare. It's like, hey, if you want the physical edition, we'll do a pre-order. And if enough people pre-order it, there you go. You got your game physically. You paid a little bit more money for it, but you got it. The other reason why I'm okay with games going digital code in the box is because it gives them a store spot at the store. Like, I don't walk through Walmart, walk through the video game section, see what new games are up there, what sales are going on, and see a digital code or something, be like, oh yeah, I want to play that game, because they don't do that around me. Where the case, I'd be like, oh yeah, I forgot about that game. So at least if stores did that, I think it's helping. I think the companies want to do that because they want to get people to see the game. Just like how I want to see the games on the shelf to see which one I want to play versus just scrolling through. So I'm okay with it. If they want to do that, that's fine. It's just, I wish they would give us the option to pay more to have it physically. I would pay, if the difference was like $30 to $40, I'd pay $40 for the physical. At least give us the option to pre-order. Basically. So, that's it. That's my rant, I guess, about Wolfenstein's Youngblood. It's fine. GameStop should really, put it up in the thing. Digital code only. Not, just the title of the game and you gotta scroll all the way to the bottom. And game companies should give us the option to, at least in their pre-orders, be like, alright, if you want to pre-order a physical edition, it's $40, $50. If you want just the digital only, it's $30. I don't care if there's a price difference. I know I'm paying for something that's more tangible and is extra cost. You wouldn't go to, like, a fast food place and be like, oh yeah, can I get the large for the same price as the small? I know I'm getting more stuff, but it's just fries. It's the same thing. No, it's not. You're getting a game that's digital or physical, and the physical has some, hand value versus just once you buy it, it's there. Alright guys, let me know what you think. Is there, like, a middle ground companies can meet, like I'm kind of putting out there? Or do you think that they're just all going to start going to this digital because they want no trades, no borrowing, or they're just all too greedy? Alright guys, have a good night, keep on gaming. If you liked the video, click like, share, check out my other videos, and have a good night.